What's up, guys? Coach Corey here. Just going to continue on with our offense. So far in our previous videos, we went over our orange offense, which is what's on the board right now. Our 3 middies up top, our 3 attackmen down low. Again, middies being blue because they're always going to be our blue cutters. Attack and red because they're always going to be our red cutters. We went over blue, which all our blue was the top left midi cuts the crease. And then these 2 middies just slide over to protect the top. And that's all our blue was. And then from there, every time I yell blue, it's just the rotating triangle. He comes over, he pops up, he pops out. And then every time I yell blue, it's just the same thing, constant rotation, right? So that puts us in our 1-3-2. And then the second video, we went over our red, which red again is the same as blue, just with the attackman. So when I yell out red, this attackman cuts the crease, this attackman slides over, and this attack just pops back, giving us our 2-3-1. And again on this one, middies can always pop up a little bit just to give some more assistance for the attackman. Just pop up in here, and it creates more of a 2-3-1. But that's basically our red. Same thing, every time I yell red, these attackmen, he cuts out of the crease, he's moving over. If he has the ball, he's passing to this attackman as he gets the ball, and he's cutting the crease, looking for that pass for a quick shot. If not, we're always just rotating in that triangle. So now what I'm going to do is go over how to put those blue and red both together. And use them simultaneously to create a whole new look. So we have our attack in orange, the middies are in orange. Now we're going to work them both together, the blue and the red together. So first thing I'll call is probably going to be blue. Sends this midi down, gets him on the crease. This midi slides over. This midi pops back. And now we're in our blue. Now I'll yell red. This attackman pops out. This attackman slides over. And this attackman pops back. And now we're in a completely different look. And this one's called a 2-2-2. So we have 2 guys behind the crease, 2 guys on crease, and then 2 guys up top. The key to remember whenever we're in a 2-2-2 is you're always going to work in pairs. So the 2 guys behind the goal are going to be a pair, the 2 guys on the crease are going to be a pair, and the 2 guys up top are going to be a pair. And what I mean by working in pairs is whenever you see your other teammate in your pair doing something, you're going to help him with what he's doing by kind of doing the opposite. So we'll just say that the ball's back here, and he starts to cut back this way. Well, this attackman can do one of 2 things. He can either come back here and set a pick for him to run around, or he can come up on top of crease and look for a quick pass from him as he's cutting through. But if he does that, the thing to remember with the attackman, if this attackman's coming back and this attackman's coming up to crease, he's looking for that pass. This attackman's back at X. They're still in their pair. They're still paired up. They still know what the other person's doing. Now this attackman maybe finishes his rotation, and then he'll have to finish his rotation. So all we did was just kind of switch sides, but they always stayed in their pair. The same goes for the top middies. When we're in a 2-2-2, whether they have the ball or not, they're going to do just the same thing, just with the midi. So if one of these guys decides they want to cut, say he has a good shot at cutting, so he cuts down. As soon as he's cutting down, this midi just needs to start rotating over to cover the field, just in case if we turn the ball over. Now this midi needs to understand, as he makes that cut, he doesn't just pop straight back out. He comes through and cuts back over here, and that way they can stay in their pairs as they're rotating over. If this midi kind of messes up and decides he's going to pop back out, then this midi needs to know just to slide back over. but you're always going to try to keep this same kind of positioning. And again, working in the pairs, you know, you're always going to kind of stay opposite of what the guy's doing, or come across, set a pick for him, let him get around. And then the most important thing, because we always want to feed our crease, is the two crease guys need to really work together to set picks for one another, and then just help each other get open. And again, we're always doing the same thing on crease, where wherever the ball is at, we're going to play opposite. So if the ball's back right, these guys are going to pop out and play, you know, top left. Now if he passes it over to this attackman, these guys are just going to swing over and play top right. If he passes it up, they swing back and play down in here. And then if he passes it over, they swing over and play up in here. So they're always working together, but they're always, you know, going opposite of the ball. And once they get opposite of the ball, they're setting picks for one another, kind of splitting apart, trying to get open, trying to confuse their defense, so that we can feed them the pass and they can turn and just take a really quick shot and hopefully get a really good shot on goal. So that is our blue and our red combined. We don't need a color name for it, because again, if I yell out blue from here, this midi's just going to pop back out. He's moving over and he's moving on crease. If I yell another red from here, this attackman's popping out, this attackman's popping over, and he's going to crease. So we're just constantly still rotating our blue and our red triangles, and that's all we're doing to get into it. The next video that I'm going to go over is going to be our yellow. And to get into our yellow, we're going to work from our red and our blue combo to get into yellow. So hopefully this makes a lot of sense. Watch this video a few times to understand how to, you know, work with each other, how to be, you know, working your pairs, your 2-2-2, and then I'll see you in the next video to go over our next formation, and we'll go from there. All right, thanks for watching.